the job our frontline healthcare workers have done during the pandemic, despite those kinds of risks to their own personal health, are part of what has Time considering the collective group to be the magazine's 2020 Person of the Year. Dr. Anthony Fauci and frontline healthcare workers are among the 4 finalists, along with Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and the racial justice movement. Joining us now is the Time magazine executive editor and editorial director of Person of the Year, Ben Goldberger. So Ben, what's going into the decision-making process? And I noticed that groupings are often part of Person of the Year of late.
Some years more than others. I think, we have recognized single individuals, groups of individuals, even things. In the past, the personal computer and even planet Earth have been named Person of the Year. But I think it is safe to say that this year, perhaps more than in some others, it's been one in which collective action has really driven so many of the influential events of the year. And this year truly is one filled with more influential events than certainly in my lifetime, probably in any of our collective lifetimes.
Hey, Ben, it's Willie. You guys are doing a little differently this year. You're going to have a primetime reveal on NBC. So take us inside the room if you can and just talk a little bit about how you deliberate this, because you could make obviously a case for any of these 4 nominees. What will be the deciding factor? What are you looking at?
It's a great question. And the deliberation process is really extensive and one that goes right up until the end. We begin the process in earnest sort of as summer gives way to fall, when we solicit nominations from our editorial staff around the world. We all gather to begin to debate the pitches, this year virtually, of course, and then start to winnow the field. It gets really contentious at times, as it should, because it's an exceedingly hard decision to make. We also fully recognize that not everyone's going to agree with it. I think if we do our jobs right, they won't. But we do aim to distill what we believe was the single person, group, event that did more to shape the year than any other. And also, if we, sort of nail it right, has an enduring influence going forward.
Ben, Mike Barnicle's here with a question for you. Mike?
Ben, all 4 were critical components, clearly, of an incredible year, and as you said, a year unlike any other that we've ever lived through. But let me ask you, in the dialogue and the debate around the table about the finalists, was the critical structure, the collapsing structure of the American public school systems in this country, was it in the conversation at all? What happens to all of these kids who have been deprived, might now be deprived of 2 years of person-to-person teacher in a classroom education?
Well, I think what you've hit on is actually one of the biggest stories going forward. I mean, not just of this year, but potentially of the next 10 years, because among the many tragic ripple effects of the pandemic are going to be long-term consequences. And the fallout from the changes to public education, so many kids who don't have equal access to remote learning, is going to be with us for a long, long time to come.
All right, Ben Goldberger, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Again, NBC and Time Studios partner for the first ever Time Person of the Year special, featuring exclusive coverage of Time's choice. Be sure to tune in tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern on NBC.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.